Welcome back to Overdrive. Today we are talking to Ali from Sylosis about the brand new album, The New Flesh, and we're going to get a little bit of insight into the album. Without further ado, Ali, how are you doing? Very, very pleased that you could join me today. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Yeah, we're about just over 2 weeks into the New Flesh tour at the moment. Today I'm in Budapest in our lovely dressing room here. Everyone else is in bed.
So listen, you just mentioned that you're into the tour, right? That's a great place to start. You're coming into the New Flesh, right? Which is obviously coming out on the back of last year's, not last year's, 2023 is a sign of things to come. Now, in your mind, what did that record reset for the band, and how was that reset evolved to this new album?
Yeah, well, I think Josh was really finding, carving out the sound and a sign of things to come. There was a definite shift there into kind of modern metal. The approach that he's got now, and you could tell that he was carving that out with just the feel of the songs and the aggression, and definitely thinking about the songs from a live perspective as well. And then as soon as the early demos came round for the New Flesh, like there was a clear step up from everything that he'd kind of hinted at on a sign of things to come, and it was just really exciting to hear those ideas evolve from the early stages. I mean, the first single, The New Flesh, obviously title track of the album, the demo name was Manifestations of the New Flesh, which is the full line from the chorus. And when he first sent this over, it was kind of a few ideas just sort of mashed together, but it wasn't a complete thing. But that was like a really standout song for me straight away. And it was the same with, as when we started this interview, you mentioned Beneath the Surface, track 1 on the album. Again, all of these sort of songs in their infancy and the very first demos that came over were amazing, and they had an energy and a aggression about them that, like I mentioned, he'd only kind of touched on before, and it was really amazing to go in on these vibes, you know. He's experimenting a lot more with the kind of tempo changes. If we wanted something to be slow, we wouldn't necessarily adhere to everything had to just stay the same tempo. We had a bit more creative freedom, a bit more expression in that sense. I don't think he felt as bound by the sort of parameters which Sylosis has always played safely in before, you know. Definitely experimenting a lot more with the heavy side of things. And there's still a load of melody as well. I don't think Sylosis will ever lose that. But yeah, a sign of things to come set things up perfectly. And then The New Flesh is just a much heavier take on this. And the sound has evolved for the better, I believe.
Yeah, I just want to get your perspective. Like, when Josh was sending through the kind of ideas for the album, was he suggesting any like drum tracks to you, or were you kind of given creative freedom to just sit down and work them all out? Or was there, I mean, what were you thinking when you kind of heard these tracks for the first time? Did you get to just be creatively completely free with what you were laying down on this? Yeah.
I think this is now my third full length with the album, and I think with each album I'm just finding more and more space in which to play. And I think definitely the way that we're starting to write now as well, Josh is just open for, he wants me to just throw stuff in, you know. So he's like, oh, do a crazy fill there, or have some fun in this section. And it came together really naturally, man. The drum recording, we went to Vader Studios in the north of England, and the whole band was there, and it was a really sort of creative process. It was really open. It was really, you know, I'd maybe have 2 or 3 versions of a fill, and I'd be like, what do you guys prefer there in the control room? I'm just there. I was like, I'm going to hash all these out. And it's a really fun environment to be in. You know, like, I always go in pretty well rehearsed anyway, but the songs were pretty much all there. I'd been jamming them for a while. I think we ended up recording about 16 songs in total.
Oh, wow.
10 or 11 or 12 made the album. I'm not sure, but being able to sort of throw all the different fills in and different variations, and then just have the reaction come through in my ears of just like, oh, that's the fucking one, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a fun part of the process.
I just want to go back to the opening track again on the album, Beneath the Surface. As I said just prior to us starting this interview, I mean, it sort of just jumps out at you, and it almost attacks you straight away, which is
big Pantera vibes on that one.
Yeah, it's a fucking belter of a track, man. It's so good. My question is, was it kind of without a question that has to be the opener in the album, or was there other sort of like, I don't know, maybe it should be this one or that one? What was it? Just a clear like, this is definitely album opener?
I think it was. Honestly, the track listing came together really easily on this. That's usually I know it's a big point of contention in a lot of bands when it comes to putting the tracks in a running order and getting it ready for vinyl and stuff like that. Like what ends side A, what's the start of side B. But
yeah,
this was pretty straightforward, man. I think we discussed maybe Spared from the Guillotine being an opener. I think New Flesh we toyed with that potentially being the opening track, title track, and all that. But honestly, when everything was finished and mixed and mastered, and we heard Beneath the Surface, it's like I love when you put on a new album from a band and it's just like straight out the gate.
Yeah,
you know,
catches you out. It totally catches you by surprise.
It does, and it gives us a bit of scope for the next album. It might be something different, a bit more atmospheric, or if we try and up that again, it's just fun, I think, for a listener to have a song. If the first track isn't a single you've already heard, and it's just something balls to the wall, do you know what I mean?
So what tracks are you guys performing live off this? Obviously it's not out yet, so are you choice picking stuff? Are you kind of introducing tunes every other week? Is the plan to kind of bring a little bit more of this album out as you proceed through the tour?
I mean, some of that I can't tell you.
You can go on.
But the obvious, I mean, obviously we're playing the singles that you've heard already. So we've got Erased in the set. We've got the New Flesh, obviously, the New Flesh tour. There's a song that we've been sort of debuting on this tour, All Glory No Valor. We posted a clip of this on our socials the other day, and if you thought Beneath the Surface was in your face, then All Glory No Valor is the ugly big sister, shall we call it. That's a proper violent track. We've put that in the set now. We kind of teased that on our socials, and we're getting very close to releasing the next single, which I don't know when this comes out, but it'll be very soon. So we'll see. And that track will more than likely make its way into the set list for the end of the tour. So
okay,
more than likely
so
London, Manchester, Dublin, but we'll see.
So just talking about, obviously there's going to be people watching this who are going to be going to see you guys when you come to Dublin. So excluding the new tracks, but like how deep are you guys going into the back catalogue? Like what can we expect from the set lists on this tour at the minute?
No, like it's a really fun set list. There's a bunch of songs on there that we haven't played for years. One of which, there's a section of a song that we've thrown in there as like a kind of, a cameo or whatever you call it. It's a wee Easter egg for the true fans that I've never played in my time in the band. The last 11 years, 12 years, whatever. So yeah, like, it spans all the albums, and we're obviously trying to push the new material as best as we can given the new era that started, but it's been going down really well. The response in Europe's been incredible, and we generally can't wait to get back to Dublin, man. We had a sold out show there. That was one of the highlights of that entire tour. It's always an amazing time to get back over there, and we're glad that we could make this happen kind of so soon again. Do you know what I mean? That was, what was that, 2023 or 2024 when we done that tour?
24, I think.
But I think before that it'd been a very long time, so it feels good to be coming back in what feels like not too long a gap since we were last there. But looking forward to it, man. Can't wait.
Are you guys looking at America, North America, Canada, Australia, mainland Europe? Like, what are the plans? Are you sticking to summer festivals? Like, obviously, don't tell me anything that you're not supposed to tell me. But are there plans being hatched at the minute for kind of extensive touring for this record?
We go straight from this tour basically into North America with Bleed From Within, Great American Ghost and Life Cycles. Should be a really good run. We've got a handful of festivals, and then we're looking forward to 2027. After that, we've got some touring already confirmed that will be announced in the coming months that we're really excited to make some noise of it. I think that'll be amazing. It's going to be everywhere, We're working on getting back to Australia. We had a tour there last year, a headline run, sold out, 800 people in Melbourne.
Brilliant.
Really an amazing response in that part of the world. So taking the New Flesh global, mate, that's the plan. But yeah, no other place we'd rather finish it, man. We do London, we do Manchester, and then we wrap things up in Dublin, and we're all very, very excited about that. So
amazing.
Looking forward to it.
Well, Ali, listen, thanks for your time, man. I know it's an early one, being on tour. You better get your rest. Good luck with the shows that you have coming up. And yeah, we will see you in Dublin. So thanks for your time, man.
Thank you very much for taking the time, and we'll see you in Dublin.
Okay, excellent. All the best, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.